What just... James?
We've either changed locations or I finally accepted a drink from the wrong person.
Relax. Same conversation, better view.
You just replaced reality.
I upgraded it.
You do this often?
Only when the audience starts getting bored.
I'm sorry, what audience?
Let's just say your story has subscribers.
I don't like that I understood that. I keep thinking this isn't real, that I'll wake up and be back there again.
You won't. This time it ends differently.
Because of you.
No, because you chose to live.
Do you know what frightens me the most? Not death, but what I was willing to become.
We all make choices under pressure.
No, James. I betrayed you. I betrayed myself.
And yet here you are. That means something changed.
Did you ever imagine a world where I didn't drown?
I imagined it too many times.
And in those worlds, what happens to us?
We sit somewhere like this, arguing over wine, pretending we're normal.
Normal, we were never that. James, if destiny can change, what does that make us?
Dangerous.
Or free?
Freedom is just another word for having something to lose.
And now?
Now I have something worth losing.
Do you trust me?
I want to.
That's more than I deserve.
No. It's more than you had before.
Then let me earn it in this life. You know, in another version of this night, I never got to say goodbye.
Then don't.
What?
Don't say goodbye. Stay.
All right, James. Let's see what happens when we rewrite fate.
To a world that chose differently.
To us. You're different.
That's what happens when you save someone you weren't supposed to.
No, you're not carrying it the same way.
Maybe because this time, I don't have to pretend it didn't matter.
And before?
Before I buried it. Like everything else.
And me.
Especially you.
Then maybe this isn't just my second chance. Maybe it's yours too.
Careful, Vesper. Second chances tend to come with consequences.
So does regret. Tell me something, James. In all those worlds you imagined, did any of them end well?
No, but this isn't one of those worlds anymore.
Good. Because I don't intend to disappear again.
I won't let you.
You're not even checking for poison.
I already did.
When?
The moment it left the kitchen.
Still the same man.
Not entirely.
Ah, James Bond. Still ordering martinis and defying death. And Vesper, impressive. Last I checked, your story didn't exactly come with a sequel. Guess someone finally edited the script.
James, is that a magician?
Something like that, though he hates the term.
Hate is a strong word. I prefer underqualified description.
Am I supposed to know you?
No, and ideally you never would.
You didn't mention him.
You didn't ask about alternate dimensions over dinner.
I usually start with wine.
You're safe now.
People who say that usually mean the opposite.
Not this time.
James?
I met him before this moment. Somewhere outside everything. He showed me what happens if I don't change things.
And?
I didn't like the ending.
He was quite stubborn about it, actually.
You kidnapped me through a glowing hole in reality.
Technically, I invited you.
There was no door.
Saving her wasn't free.
Of course it wasn't.
He wants something in return.
Let me guess. Your soul.
Already taken, I'm afraid. Very competitive market.
He wants me to join them.
Them?
The Avengers. There are threats, not from countries, not from organizations, from worlds that don't belong to yours.
And you think he can help?
I know he can.
You're asking me to trade one war for another.
I'm offering you a war that actually matters.
Do all your job offers come with portals and cryptic speeches?
Only the interesting ones.
You'd be surprised how often this works.
So will you be wearing a suit or a cape?
I draw the line at capes.
It's a cloak, and it has personality.
I like it already.
You don't have to decide now.
I already did.
Of course you did.
This time, I choose both.
Good. The universe rarely gives second chances.
Then we won't waste it.
Bold choice. Most people struggle choosing breakfast. You just rewrote your entire timeline before dessert.
I've never been most people.
No, you've always been in trouble. Just higher budget now. So let me understand this. You bend reality, open doors in thin air, and recruit spies into what exactly?
Crisis management, multiversal scale.
That sounds underpaid. Though I suppose saving reality looks good on a resume.
You'd be surprised. The benefits are existential.
I assume there's no retirement plan.
Retirement implies survival. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
And that is both you chose. Does that include coming back?
It includes trying, every time.
Careful, Bond. Saving the world is easy. Balancing it with something real, that's where most heroes fail.
Then I won't be most heroes.
Good. I'd hate to date someone predictable. What just... James?
We've either changed locations or I finally accepted a drink from the wrong person.
Relax. Same conversation, better view.
You just replaced reality.
I upgraded it.
You do this often?
Only when the audience starts getting bored.
I'm sorry, what audience?
Let's just say your story has subscribers.
I don't like that I understood that.
Then there's one condition.
There's always one.
She comes with me.
James,
That's not how this works.
If I step into your world, she becomes a target in mine. People don't stop hunting ghosts just because they're gone. I've seen what happens when I leave her behind. You made sure of that.
you're both discussing my future like I'm not standing here.
I'm trying to protect you.
She has a point.
Do people survive in your world?
Some do.
That's not comforting.
You're not like the others he saved. You adapt quickly. You see through people.
I'll take that as a compliment.
That's useful where we're going.
Does it always do that?
Only when it approves. The Avengers don't just fight enemies. They survive impossibilities.
And what would I be?
You'd be the one who doesn't miss what others overlook.
Every team needs someone who understands people, not just power.
If I say yes, there's no going back, is there?
There rarely is.
This time, I'm not asking you to follow me. I'm asking you to choose with me.
You always did make terrible offers sound convincing. If he's going, I'm going.
Very well. But understand this, there are no guarantees.
There never were. You know, for someone who bends reality, you're surprisingly mysterious.
I get that a lot, usually right before people regret asking questions.
Then let me ask one before I regret it.
What's your real name?
Stephen Strange.
Subtle.
I try not to overcomplicate everything, only most things.
Stephen doesn't sound like someone who fights gods and monsters.
That's because he didn't. Not at first. He was a surgeon, arrogant, precise. Thought he could fix anything as long as it was on a table.
And now?
Now I fix things that refuse to stay still, including time.
And the woman? There's always a woman. Someone who knew you before all of this.
Christine
Was?
is just not mine. I loved her. In every version of my life, I find her. And in most of them, I lose her.
That sounds cruel.
It's balance. Some things have to be sacrificed so everything else doesn't fall apart.
And you accepted that?
I didn't have to accept it. I just had to live with it.
Because from where I'm standing, it sounds less like fate and more like a decision.
That's the part no one tells you about saving the world. It doesn't cost you everything at once. Just the things that matter most.
Then maybe this time, we change that.
Careful. That's exactly how dangerous people start thinking.
Or how things finally start changing.
This way. The portal is stable. Impressive. Your place, I presume?
It's incredible, but can we trust it?
You must. The Sanctum awaits. Let's get this over with.
Be careful, James.
Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum. Impressive. Wow, you got taller, or I got deader. Hard to tell.
This isn't real.
Yeah, I get that a lot when I walk into rooms now.
You died. I saw it. I couldn't.
I know, kid. That's kind of my thing. Dramatic exits.
I needed you.
I know.
How are you here?
Let's just say your wizard friend Dr. Strange owes me a favor in about 12 universes.
So you're not our Tony Stark?
Nope. I'm the slightly better looking variant.
That's not possible.
I know. I was shocked too.
I lost everything. You, Aunt May, and everyone forgot me. It's like I don't exist anymore.
That's not true.
Then why does it feel like it?
Because you're still here. You think losing people makes you weaker?
It doesn't help.
Kid, losing people is the job. The difference is you didn't stop. You kept going. Alone.
I didn't have a choice.
That's what makes you Spider-Man. That is what makes you Avengers.
She told me, with great power,
Yeah, I know the line.
I couldn't save her.
You honored her. Big difference.
It still feels like I failed her.
Yeah? Welcome to the club. We meet on Tuesdays. Bad coffee, worse decisions. You think any of us walk away feeling like we nailed it? Kid, even my best day ended with a funeral.
If I was just a little better.
Stop. Just a little better is the most dangerous lie you tell yourself. You were there, you fought, you stayed. That's the whole job description.
You always sound like you have it figured out.
Please. I built a flying suit to avoid therapy. I didn't figure it out. I just learned how to carry it without collapsing in public.
How?
Bad jokes. And saving the world in between breakdowns.
Nobody knows me anymore.
Yeah, I heard. Wizard did a full system reset. Bold move.
It doesn't bother you?
Kid, I remembered you in a universe where I'm technically dead. I think we're past normal rules. Also, you were hard to forget. You talk a lot.
I do not.
You absolutely do.
It's just quiet now.
That's what happens when the noise leaves. You finally hear yourselves,
And?
and it's terrifying. But that's also where you figure out who you are without us.
I didn't choose this.
Nobody does. That's why it matters that you keep choosing it anyway. Every night you put that mask on, that's you saying, yeah, this hurts. I'm going out there anyway. That's annoyingly heroic. Also, quick warning. This whole sad rooftop staring at the city thing, you keep that up, you're one tragic monologue away from becoming Batman.
I don't have the voice for it. Okay, yeah, no, never doing that.
Good. Brand confusion is expensive.